Hi Leo, how are you doing? This is CJ and I am here to do the full moon energy readings in your sign on February 16th, 2022. So welcome. This will be a general reading for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Please be sure to like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Also, remember this is a general read. It will not resonate with everyone. I am reading for, like I said, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, but you can go check those other positions in your chart if this does not resonate. I'll also let you know if there's a particular sign that's really showing through your reading. We'll be doing some angel messages as well as numerology and some spirit animal to complement the moon. So right now, Venus and Mars are perfectly aspecting on the 16th. So this has been a week of love, Valentine's Day, Mars and Venus. Leo rules the heart. There's just so much love around. So it has come out. We've received Ace of Cups or Two of Cups, things of that sort that really are showcasing that in a lot of the readings. But more specifically, the drama of new beginnings is extremely evident. For me, this energy with all the planets being direct is whatever has been stuck is sort of going by the by, and new beginnings, new energies, new projects, new is definitely been a theme, as well as releasing karmic or old patterns. So let's see what we have for you. This is the Moonology deck, as I may have mentioned. Okay, that was quick. Your dreams need a practical plan. Is that the only one? Which is full moon in Taurus. That's coming up. Well, actually, no. New moon in Taurus is coming up. Full moon in Taurus passed. Okay. Oh, thank you. New moon in Capricorn. We're probably going to get a couple messages here, Leo. Your hard work is paying off. It's Earth. We have Earth signs here. Pentacle energy with the bull and the goat. Let's see what this third energy is, and we will pull some expansion of this with the Art of Manifestation deck. Okay? All right. Thank you, Spirit. That was quick. Emotions are running high. Supermoon. So this can be excitement and joy, especially after the hard work pays off, or it can also be you're so frustrated, right? In either way. Can be represented, but that's why we pull all these other cards to see what's going on. Your dreams need a practical plan. That could very well be that, you've set those intentions and you're working towards something. And as we go through the reading, we'll find out that it's actually coming to fruition, which flip, persevere. This is definitely mirroring that energy. Persevere, 42. I'll read it once I pull all the energy. Let's see what we have for your hard work is paying off for our Leos. Oh gosh. Okay, thank you. That's quite a bit. But we'll go with it. Let's go. Expectation. Sorry, I didn't mean to totally ruin my cards here. Authenticity and internal dialogue. Ooh, okay, so this can be, let's just go there. Expectation, internal dialogue, and authenticity. I feel like that's really with the emotions running high. Okay. This is the evening of February 14th. I'm downstairs in my basement. People are home, so I am cold. As you always know, I've got my blanket on, and we're doing these readings. So my hands are a little chilly. Who would have thought that a humble acorn could grow into a mighty oak tree? But of course, this takes time. Whatever you are involved in, this card brings a message of reassurance. Your hard work and continued effort and dedication will come to fruition. You are asked to persevere and trust. It's kind of what I was saying over here about your dreams needing a practical plan. Blah, 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 blah. Your hard work is paying off, and expectation. Now, sometimes the cards, the images may have a message for you versus the meaning on them. So keep that in mind too. And also the numbers, when I get to it, I'll read all those. Right now, we already have 6 and 6 together. Expectation is a form of memory. Our past experiences color our expectations of future circumstances and outcomes. You are asked to release any form of negative expectation based on past experiences and center yourself in the possibility of now. Right? Now. You can only change what is happening now. React now. The future, as they say, never comes, and the past is, you'll never be present, right? You're always stuck in the past. And so that's what Spirit is saying here. You know, you're persevering, your hard work will pay off, but your expectation must be present. It's great to set those intentions and look forward and dream of your future best life, however you want that to be. But coloring the expectations of what's happened in the past. Well, I did this in the past and it worked. I did that in the past and it didn't work. That energy is no longer around you. We're working from a new energy, and that energy is of today. All right, emotions are running high with the supermoon. Internal dialogue. We have an internal dialogue within our mind, a constant stream of inner conversation. Is your dialogue kind, supportive, and affirming, or is it critical, judgment of both yourself and others? This card asks you to listen to your inner words and, if necessary, take steps to consciously change your language. Right? This could be your emotions are running high because you're frustrated or you're just waiting. You know, you've set these expectations. You're worried. Now, I am going to pull tarot to clarify all of these, so be patient. We'll see what this is. Authenticity. Hold your head up high, walk tall, and be your authentic self. This card asks you to shed the masks that you believed you were required to wear. Walk to the beat of your own drum and do not be afraid to shine. In doing so, you give others permission to do the same. Got a lot of Leo energy behind that meditative being. Look at that, with the orange and the yellow. That's really pretty. Okay. Let's see what the tarot says about this, Leo. You know, we all put those expectations on ourselves, too. Like, I should be doing this, I should be doing that, I should blah, 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 blah. Listen to yourself. You know, consciously choose your energy and what you really want to do next, what you know you need to do. Tap into your higher mind and your heart. Wow, Wheel of Fortune. There you go. Number 10. What did I say about these new beginnings? So this is the wheel, turning in your favor from your dreams and persevering to your hard work paying off. Yay. Okay. Sorry, guys. Right, let's see what this is before I pick any more. 6 of Cups. This is a little bit, again, 6, 6, and 6. 6 is balance, 6 is relationship, 6 is love, 6 is many things. So go look up these numbers. Here's your first number, your numerology, and we'll see how it goes going forward. But you already have repeating 6s here. And the 6 of Cups is a little melancholy. It's the expectation card that you have here. So as you're looking at it, the colors are actually reflective of one another. 6 is remembering how it was, what it used to be. Things were so much better. Things happened this way. This is, you know, really the universe reminding you to do not stay in the past. It's great to have a wonderful memory, but moving forward and staying present now is what we're called for. The Hermit. Right? You're on this journey. This is this emotions and this is this internal dialogue and the authenticity. It may require you to take a little bit of time out to review things, to work on your inner motivation for yourself, to remember to come from a place of love. You know, you always want to have that gratitude, that healing, joy, purpose, you know, to trust. Things are always working out for your greater good. They're not always 100% Shangri-La, you know, there's no lying about it. But there's a reason, because you asked to be here at this time to go through that. And the Hermit can also have very spiritual connotations as that lone monk, priest, person on that spiritual journey. But with this internal dialogue and authenticity, I feel that you've taken a little time out to review and reflect what's going on in your world. It's a very solo, reflective, you know, there's that you know, meditative being. It feels like that. Wow. Oh my. Another 6. So again, 6666. This is the number for you. This is a 6 year, by the way. So you may want to look up 2022 and those yearly predictions. I have a semi-yearly post up for all signs. You may want to check that out. Go back and look at what the Leo was for the first 6 months. There you go again. 6 could be a number that's really playing a part in your life. So look for it. And also with the 6 year, I feel this change is happening. This, you know, you were in this space of needing a practical plan. You've been persevering. Work is you know, hard work is paying off in whatever way. You're counseled to not stay in the past, to release any expectations and move forward. And the Lovers with Gemini's major arcana here, it can be a choice, it can be a partnership, or it can definitely be your next person is here or on its way. All right, so let's see. Could be why those emotions are running high with the Lovers. You know, again, Gemini, thought, air energy, and you know, in contemplative state, meditative space, thinking back on things. We'll see. I don't know. It's interesting. I'm going to pull some more. I don't think it's done. It definitely had fire energy, that element going forward. And another thing is, since it's in your sign and it is a fire element, you might want to do some full moon rituals using candle work or fire, writing down things that you're looking to achieve or you want to let go. Normally in a full moon, things come to completion and we release things. So you might want to release anything, any expectations that you might be continually thinking of, you know, and look forward to what's coming, because the wheel is here with the Lovers. I mean, you know, these are wonderful energies for you, especially if you're looking for that next person. And if it doesn't relate in a relationship way, on a personal relationship, it can be friendship, business, partners, work, teams, community, any number of things where it's a partnership. Thank you, Spirit. Yeah, 8 of Cups, moving on. Now, in this 8 of Cups, this is definitely feeling like her look is exhaustion. She's done. She's over it. She's moving on. But this is what Spirit is telling you, that something new is coming. You know, these hard and these expectations and this work that's going on, you are definitely moving on. And perhaps it's after this Hermit time of releasing any of that internal dialogue that does not serve you. Yeah. You have 2 9s here now. So 4 6s and 2 9s. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. Hanged Man. Okay. You know, this is definitely looking at things in a different way. You know, I feel like you're doing a lot of internal thinking, that internal dialogue, figuring out who you are, you know, working towards your goals, putting that plan into action and releasing. You know, with this emotions running high, I feel like this may have been just fatigued, you know, upset, worry. You know, let's see what else. Let me use a different deck. Oh, goodness me, that's far too many cards, guys. I'm sorry. And that was looks like half the deck. I feel your energy, you know, this Leo energy. In a lot of the readings, these cards have come flying out and it's still the way. The cards are definitely already in full moon mode. This is the Modern Love Tarot, if I did not tell you that. Since we're in this Venus-Mars, I decided to continue to use this, but it is a regular tarot deck, so, you know, the meanings are going to be general. This is not a love reading. It is full moon energy. It could turn into a love reading with the Lovers, but let's see what we have. Has this been hard work for yourself, like getting yourself ready to love again, releasing all these inhibitions and or past trigger responses from being in a relationship. Wow, thank you, Spirit. That may not resonate with everyone, but that is definitely what Spirit just told me. That's some of you are dealing with that right now. It's not easy. I honor the work that you're doing, to repair any damage from previous relationships, especially toxic ones. Releasing that and moving into a better version of yourself and knowing that you are lovable and deserve love and are loved. Okay. Ooh, that is some deep energy there. Wow. Healing blessings and energy I send your way if that relates to you. Yeah, okay, we're finished here. I'm going to pull the, what do I have here? Thank you, Spirit. We're going to use the Dreams of Gaia. Love this deck. To further clarify, I feel we need some, because right now, Spirit's really, I just keep seeing this, you've been, I'm going to get this out, and then we'll move on. You've recently ended a relationship. You've moved out, moved on, looked for a new home. It could be with job, but I'm going to go from the relationship point of view, okay? You've been in this previous past energy of how things were, trying to get back to that. It really didn't work. It didn't work out. It wasn't for your highest good. You may not have ended it, but it's ended and it's moving forward. The emotions were running super high, right? Whenever there's that breakup. And now you're in this internal dialogue, Hanged Man energy, looking with the Hermit to find out who you are, where you want to go, what's your next best step, who's the person you're attracted to, how you're picking up the pieces and rebuilding your life, right? The Wheel of Fortune here, moving into the next phase. And the Lovers here, really heavy relationship energy as far as this message goes, okay? But Spirit is also saying that the work that you're doing in Hermit mode and looking at things from different perspectives and knowing that you're moving on to where you're meant to be, they're recognizing that for you. Let's see what else we get. Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for the full moon in Leo, please, Spirit. You are the first sign that I've had to do a second confirmation for, or clarification. So it does not surprise me that it's Leo. There's a lot of things going on. If your moon is in Leo, even more. I mean, obviously Leo, we're still in Aquarius season. So Leo, Aquarius, North and South nodes, Taurus and Scorpio are certainly going to be feeling this energy because there's a cross. I'm not an astrologer, so please go double check this, but from Aquarius Sun to Leo Moon, and then North and South nodes, I believe they're crossing. So that's a big deal. It's a good amount of energy. Also, with this Lovers coming out and the Venus Mars on the 16th on the full moon, which is 11:56 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, it just feels very Venus Mars for you. Very. Yeah. Very. Yeah. Two of Swords. Now in this deck it's different, but slightly different meaning. But the Two of Swords in general, you've been gifted the Ace of Swords, right? In this regard, you are now making a choice. There is the duality. Again, here we are with this thinking energy, this in the light, in the dark, in the shadow, in the good times, the bad times, it wasn't so bad. It was, it was horrible. Just in this mindset of this internal dialogue with the Swords energy here. But this is a choice, and it's bringing into balance, which you can I don't even know if you can see it. There is in this deck the scales here, balancing the light and the dark, because we are both. We need our shadow, we need the night, we need the day. People get freaked out about duality, but Duality is just the law of the universe. And this is calling you into balance here. Ooh, 2 and 2 now. Wow. And 10. 10. Excuse me. My bad. Nope. That's a 9. Sorry. So 2, 2, 6, 6, 6, 6. And what was the other number? Oh, 9, 9. That's what I was going to say 10, 10, but it isn't. It's 9, 9. With the internal dialogue and the Hermit. There you go. Yeah. 4 of fire, 4 of wands. Now, in many decks, the 4 of wands is the marriage card. And here are the lovers. But this is definitely tapping into your energy, fire energy, moving forward. Right? I'm going to read this in the general sense, since I didn't bring these in to read them from the Gaia point of view. 4 of wands, marriage card. Okay. So it is, wow, it is feeling very relationship centered here for you, Leo. And you rule the heart, so it does not surprise me. Thank you. Any other messages for our Leos during this full moon? Thank you, Spirit. Angels and guides. Our beloved Leos, please. Thank you. Oh, yes. Thank you. Another 9. This is the 9 of Cups. In this deck, it's a very spiritual experience, download, intuition, receiving, universal love. 9 of Cups, as we know it, is our wish fulfillment card, right? So wishes are fulfilled, whatever those wishes are for you. I feel the wheel of fortune is turning in your favor to provide you with those wishes for your marriage, for your relationship, for a committed relationship in some way, shape, or form. It is happening once you work through, and that's why those emotions are so high. Maybe you've worked through this. Maybe this has been a situation for you that you've had to do some work, went to counseling, and you're like, we're right, we're good, let's go forward. You may be in a marriage and you're having to do all this work. You must take this in multiple ways. It's not a personal reading. It's very heavily relationship based. Could be that you've had a partnership at work, or team workers, or friends that you've known excuse me, for so long, and things have just gone upside down. And now you've revisited it, you've done some therapy, you've done some inner work, and now you're moving forward to this committed, back to your commitment, back to your friendship, back to your relationship, and your wishes are fulfilled. Everyone's happy. That's what your goal was. Excuse me. Oh my goodness. Thank you. Oh. I like to see that. I mean, it's not without its perseverance, that's for sure. But you're doing it. It's an absolute. You have moved on. You're moving on from those old expectations, those old trigger responses, old ways of doing things. You've done a ton of work to bring yourself back into balance here. Wow. But ultimately, if you're calling in your soulmate, and we'll see in the romance angels, I'll pull them. Right now, since Leo is an animal sign, I am using the spirit animal deck to pull some medicine for us. See what messages they want to provide and what energy is around you. You may call on them with what they represent. I love this. This is my second deck. I gave the other one to my daughter. Wild boar. Wow. Okay. Wow, it's not aggression. What is wild boar? You know, 12 and 12 here. right? 48 becomes a 12. So you have 12, 12, which would then bring you to 3 and 3. So there's numerous amounts of multiple numbers here. Wild boar is about advancing, fighting for what you believe in. And that's really what you're doing here. That's the energy I'm getting from this wild boar. Okay, thank you, Spirit. Okay. Excuse me. 2 cards. So we have, bottom of the deck, buffaloes. I didn't mean to look at it, but since I did, buffalo is a sacred animal. 19 turns to a 1, so there's your 10. Here's the 10. I must have called that in. With buffalo, it's very sacred. It's like smoking the pipe. It is definitely sitting and thinking and being in a sense with spirit. Okay, so think of this right here with the nine of cups in the spiritual sense. Meditation, hermit energy, also, a 9. Bear, same thing. Bear going into its cave, meditation, contemplation. It's a 5, which represents change. So this is, again, representing all of this thought, this internal dialogue, the work that you're doing. And 7, which is a spiritual number. We do not have 7 here, and it's skunk energy. And it's not what you think. Skunk energy is actually reputation. And if you think about that, it's the tiniest little thing. It has no defenses except for what? Its little stink. So when that tail goes up, people know, animals know to run. That's its protective thing. So it leads by its reputation. Tails down, cute little adorable animal. Tails up, whoa, watch out. So 7 is reputation. This is the authenticity. How are you removing those masks and tapping into who you really, really are? Not what the world thinks you need to be or you think you need to be, right? Wow, Leo, my gosh. There is so much work, air energy here with the Hanged Man, the Hermit, only in the sense of meditation, contemplation, spirit, quiet time, being authentic now with the skunk. Now that makes sense. Sorry. I'm trying to move in the energy so I can read them together in a group. You're more bear, balancing, meditation, hangman, looking at things from a different perspective. Hard work paying off. Hermit. Wow, 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 wow. All right, I'm going to repeat this one more time. There's no specific sign here. There's cups, there's wands, there's air. So you have really a little bit of everything. It's not geared towards one element or another. What we do have are 10, 10, the 4 6s, 9, 9 and 9. 9, 9. Excuse me, 9, 9, 9. So you now have 3 9s, 4 6s. You have 12, 12, which also becomes 3, 3. You have 2, 2, and I think that's it, as if there wasn't enough. That's a lot. It's a lot of synchronicity. There's a lot of that duality. There's a lot of that, persevering and working through this emotional, mental, stressful time to get to your wish fulfillment, your happy marriage, your authentic self, and your lover energy. Tons of prayer and contemplation, meditation, time out. You may have taken yourself out of the social circles, which isn't something Leo really does, right? But we've been forced to do it in many ways, depending on where you are. In other ways, it is, you know, you have decided to take the time out to sit with yourself, to contemplate, to meditate, to really review whatever this past has been for you that you're persevering through. And here is another synchronicity. You have the trees. See the tree up in the top there? Okay. Thank you, Spirit. Ooh, okay. Yeah, so getting back to your authentic self, you know, okay, thank you. Do you need to repair a reputation? You know, have things gone so awry that you have taken this time out to really work on yourself? Like that, again, is going to be for maybe 1-2 people that just popped in there. You might be working on that because there has been some conversation about you from other people, gossip and drama, that really doesn't pertain to you, but, you know, you're working on just taking a step back to reset the energy, because people can be, you know, ridiculous with one word whisper down the lane kind of thing. Otherwise, you're really working on who you are, Leo. Look at those colors, the word authenticity, the skunk reputation. You are coming into this fire energy for building balance, foundation, you know, all those things that you need to move forward. And Four of Wands would be the marriage card in any other deck. But you're working towards your wishes being fulfilled with the Nine of Cups here, which is beautiful. Doing the hard work. True. Oh gosh, guys, sorry. I'm like, that's like too many cards. We're gonna reshuffle this, and I will pull a few. This is Romance Angels, as I was saying. I've been reading them as general energy messages, but in any case, it will come out with the duality. Again, as above, so below. Yin and yang. Thank you. Calling in your soulmate. Wow. Your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. That soulmate can be a friend, can be your next best furry baby, you know, a pet. It can be take the love out of it, and it can be your perfect job. You know, what you want to be, what your wish is, what you want to move on. The marriage can be a contract. The lovers can be a choice. You know, so you can read it in so many different ways. And all of this work on internal dialogue, Hermit, can be like tapping into yourself from a career change, right? So if you were sitting in front of me and you said, here's my question, this is what I'm looking for, or this is what I would like information on, this would have a direct meaning. Right now, we're working on 3 different, you know, potential energies here. One where this is work and you're changing what you're doing and you're learning, maybe going back to school, learning new things, looking at things differently, which would be career change moving forward. You can have left a relationship, and this can be on the breakup side, or this can also be past relationships have really, in whatever form, knocked you down, kicked you in the teeth. You had to take some time out, review all of that, really have a Jesus come to reckoning moment, and figure out who you are and what you want in order to get your 9 of Cups, your happily ever after, your lover, your marriage. So you see what I mean by, you know, general readings and using cards and numbers and colors and other things to speak to you intuitively, because it can be a lot. And that's why I attempt to give you 2 or 3 different meanings for each, and also explain them best I can. Sometimes I'm just told it's one thing, but in here it definitely took a breakup, relationship, moving forward kind of role. Okay, thank you, Spirit. Here we go. Codependency. Okay. Addictions are affecting your romantic life. Addictions are affecting your life take out romantic, but it could be romantic life, could be the reason why you're in this internal dialogue. You're aggressively moving towards your healing, your authenticity, dealing with your shadow side and getting your light and shadow side into balance. Karmic. Working on letting those things go, whatever those may be. And if you were in a codependent, toxic relationship with these expectations that you had of one another, and you're looking back on when things really work, can I still put up with it? Can I still work on this? Can we still be a thing? This is the moving on card. No. Spirit is saying with the Wheel of Fortune, no. Move forward. Get into this healing space for yourself so you can get to this absolutely beautiful energy. And when you do, trust. Here's this building trust. The situation is calling for you to have faith. And getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. Again, with the Lovers, can be friends, family, work, therapist, counselor, spiritual guides, partners, relationship, persons, your love. Take it as it resonates. But this will be essential because you are coming from this codependency, releasing and letting that go, which is a beautiful thing. Hard work, but a beautiful thing. I'll share with you, I know this reading is getting a little long, but I will share with you something I didn't even realize was in my life, was this codependency. And that was, many of you may have heard in a different reading, my sister passed. She was special needs, and a special needs adult. We were a year apart. I spent my entire life caring for her. When she left and transitioned, I didn't realize how much my life revolved around her and how much of a life I didn't have when she wasn't there. While I had many things, the fact that I was so, it wasn't even it was out of service and out of love, but there was a part of me that didn't know how to move on certain days where we would always do things together. Like I was constantly feeling I had to go do something for her. The release of that's a gift that my sister gave me. Releasing that energy really caused me to look at my life and see where relationships were created around my need to be of service and help people all the time versus when called upon. So it happens to all of us in many, many, many ways. And it's a lifelong lesson for me, apparently. I made comments about the fact, that I cared for my sisters from the time I was this, and, I've had custody, legal guardianship, and so many things. And they were all reasons and excuses, of why I couldn't do other things in my life. But it wasn't. It was just my codependency. And I have a very full life, trust me. It's not the case, and always did. But there was that working on my inner child who blamed myself, blamed her for all the things I wasn't able to do. When in reality, I didn't really feel that way at all. And it never kept me. She never kept me from doing anything great. So that was just an excuse. It was something I realized in this work. So there's so many of these things that will come forward as you're doing this Hermit energy, Hangman, the review of our lives when I sat there and thought about us. That Hermit energy, the shadow work, the karmic release, all of these things that are taking place in your world right now, Leo, quite a bit of it. It's absolutely beautiful, though, because the wheel is here to turn and end this cycle and lead you into your wish fulfillment your absolute beautiful Nine of Cups with the Lovers and the Four of Wands. I'm so happy for you. It isn't without the work, but the emotions are going to run so high in the positive sense when you push through this, come into your authentic self, and move into love. Wow. I honor your work, Leo. I really do. For the time being, I'm going to let this go. There's a lot to process here. You probably will need to read through this again and again, because there's a lot of energy. Please comment if this does resonate, and I ask you to make sure you hit the like and notification bell, subscribe, so that you are notified when I upload all of the readings. Healing, love, and abundant blessings to you. Thank you so much for being here. Bye for now.